New volleyball. Game 1 time in 0-0-2. Side out. 0-0-1. Second serve.
Slow start across the board.
0-0-2.
What a deflection from Leigh Waters. Low into the hip of Jorja Johnson.
Yeah, Leigh always ready for that counter.
0-0-1.
Leigh testing JW Johnson down the line, says sorry right away to Ben. Not the best idea there.
Definitely not.
Oh, Waters bails them out of a sequence in the middle. Threw a paddle out of nowhere.
She usually does. Reading the play so well.
1-0-2.
There's that torque from Jorja Johnson on the backhand side, down the line on Ben to set up her brother JW Johnson.
Yeah, that two-handed backhand out of Jorja, so deceptive.
0-1-1.
Definitely not textbook form from Jorja, but so effective. Can't read it to the last second. With so much pace.
Missed attack from Ben. 1 point lead over to Jorja and JW.
Two, 1-1.
A little unfortunate for Ben there. The net cord. Again, most of the emotion you're going to see on this court going to come from the ladies. Both JW and Ben. Not the most emotional guys out there.
Gets off the tape for Jorja. Gorgeous facility for us. The Johnsons with a big lead so far. A couple of kisses off the tape to help, and that is more than okay with Jorja and JW Johnson.
Yeah, Jorja doing a great job leaning in, keeping Ben Johns honest. Being a more offensive player on her team at the moment.
And another 6-1 domination.
6-1-1. Second serve.
JW almost pulling off a miracle shot.
Come on now, energy, let's go. Come on, wake up.
6-1-2.
Leigh telling herself to play with energy. Fortuitous 2 hours.
Maybe sparking Ben's energy a little bit as well. Maybe not.
But if there was anyone that was happy about that 2-hour-plus women's doubles match, it was Jorja and JW. Never mind that thought, Leigh Waters. It's the ATP.
Ridiculous angle from that deep in the court.
Not a ton of damage on that service rotation. Ball back to the Johnsons.
And really low energy, I think, out of the 1 seed so far. I know Leigh trying to spark some. Need Ben to join the fold.
Congrats to Etta Wright and Christian Elshon. They captured the bronze medal over on Grandstand. 11-1, 11-5 win over James Ignatowicz and Captain Parento. It's a great win for them.
That's Jorja's strength. Keeping Ben honest on that backhand side. Not having to add the second hand to the paddle. Ben still with that ankle wrap. A couple weeks ago, rolling it. He knows if his movement's slightly hampered.
Deflection by J.W. Johnson. Can't go anywhere above the waist with him. His ability to take the ball out of the air and whip it in whatever direction he wants, second to none. Right on cue.
Yep. Great start out of the Johnsons. JW taking so much court there, coming over on that third.
7-2-1.
Better dink there out of Leigh, exposing the movement potentially. Jorja Johnson.
Oh. A wide, a little wild for Ben Johns. 8-2 lead meanwhile for the Johnsons. Another ball gone missing. Scooped up by J.W. Johnson, putting in the extra effort to get back the game ball.
And missed that overhead by a country mile.
A lot of unforced errors on the side of Waters and Johns. And
Kohler in the round of 32. Absolutely on fire.
this return and game point for the Johnsons.
10-2-2.
Had all the power in that one.
3-10-1.
Better attack there from Ben across the body of Jorja, excuse me.
4-10-1.
Took a wild ride off the tape for Waters.
5-10-1. Second serve.
Okay, right now. Come on, let's play.
5-10-2.
Game point returns to the Johnsons.
Better momentum though out of Waters Johns there. even if they cannot get game one.
Good leave, JW Johnson helps the team clean it up, 11-5.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click Leagues today to get started.
Ben and Ellie look a little gassed,
Yeah,
to say the
long
least.
day, long season.
Little skipper off the tape will benefit Ben Johns.
It went behind.
To get the side out, the ball went behind the boards, the
Yeah.
baseline.
If you're Ben Johns here, just need to get a little bit more active, look to take even more of the court, potentially get the feet going, be offensive. Just needs a little spark.
Through the middle goes Ben. A little bit of
Better
life.
movement out of Ben Johns. Start game two.
1-0-2.
No, so good, so good.
Point.
More offense from Ben on the left.
2-0-2. Point.
Right now, Ben, right now.
3-0-2. Point.
Better movement out of Ben, forcing JW to try to do the same. Loose error there.
Point.
Let's go, Ben. Let's go, Ben. Come on.
It's a different story in game two. What else can you say? Down it goes again. Ben Johns going off, 6-0.
Yeah, Ben having his way game two with Jorja Johnson.
6-0-2.
Straight ahead, attacking, sliding, beautiful. It looks to be much more engaged, looking for that next ball.
Ready in 6. Right here. Let's go.
0-6-1.
Great attacking combos. The world number one.
On the line counter, there's the fearlessness of Jorja Johnson's game.
Great scorpion there. She knows it's coming. She knows the attack's heading her way.
Point.
And then talking about team dynamics with Julie Johnson, mom and coach of this team, said she's really most proud of the kids getting stronger together as a team. It's not always easy for family to give them your best every weekend, and sometimes can clash as siblings, but no one else they'd rather play with.
Second serve.
Yeah, such a fun-loving family, always with a smile on their face.
2-6-2. Back out. 6-2-1. Second serve. 6-2-2.
Firefight. J.W. Johnson barely misses top of the tape.
Seven, 2-2.
Down to the feet.
Yeah, does such a good job of following.
Took a medical timeout in response.
Yeah, just a slight hiccup there. Smooth sailing before.
That's the biggest difference, other than obviously the energy on the
Yeah,
other side is
that-
better, but
that's the only
anything
difference.
else?
That's the only difference. I was just going to say, when
Yeah.
Ben is engaged and he decides he wants to win and wants to have energy and wants to take up the court, he's the best player on any mixed doubles court in the world.
Just one.
When he's not decided, well, game one happens.
Yeah.
After video review, call's overturned. Ball was in. One timeout remaining, 2 timeouts remaining. We'll resume play at side out, 2-10-1.
Good call by J.W. and Jorja to challenge. Be a side out instead of a game to end.
Time in. 2-10-1. Second serve.
A spry play for Ben Johns.
His ability to not overswing and get back in ready
Yeah.
position. Uncanny, it's unbelievable.
How does he do that so effectively?
A lot of practice.
10-1.
The game point for Waters and Johns.
Second serve.
And again, his grips are the same for every
Yeah.
shot. Not having to adjust, very square with the body.
10-2.
Everything's out in front.
Simplistic and mechanical.
Very.
He does have the engineer brain.
If you're new to the sport, watch Ben Johns,
2-10-1.
copy that.
Second serve.
You can copy it. I don't think you're going to emulate it exactly like that, but it's a good goal to have.
Oh, look out, Ben Johns.
Game point.
Game point number 4 for Waters and Johns.
10-1. Second serve. Game point.
Even the best miss a third here and there.
Side out.
5 game points saved by Jorja and J.W. Johnson.
Great lob out of Jorja Johnson. Not over yet here, game 2.
1. Second serve. 3-10-2.
Jorja Johnson was lined up all the way through. She read the pressure sequence from Ben out wide on the dink to J-Dub.
4-10-2.
Saw the lob in men's doubles. There we saw it again from JW Johnson. Playing with a whole lot of pride, regardless of the scoreline on the side of the Johnsons.
Time in. 5-10-2.
Kind of jealous of the suit, to be honest.
Nice find for Jorja down the middle. Out of the air, too. Redirects it right to the space.
6-10-2.
Jorja says she's got it, but JW Johnson says nothing and takes care of it.
Yep. I got it means no, I got it.
7-10-2.
Let me show my athleticism here.
Start out.
A run for Jorja and JW. This was once 10-2.
10-7-1.
Rattled off 5 unanswered. Game point number 6. Quick deflection, it's wide.
Game point.
Add another game point saved, and then you start to feel the scoreboard pressure if they can get the side out here.
Point game.
They will not. Waters and Johns survived the second. It took 7 tries. Factor. I had to guess what you would say would be the lively nature of Ben Johns.
Great guess.
Thank you. How about that?
Not good if I'm that predictable. But the X factor could change if JW Johnson decides to be more aggressive from that left side, really take over. He did a good job of that last half. Game 2, they just got behind such a big lead.
In the air, Jorja had a good look at it.
Unbelievable hands out of Ben Johns there.
Yeah.
Jorja all over that speed up. Somehow escaped it.
Jorja and JW working the middle. Resets and drops.
Making the resets and drops look way too easy.
Yeah. vulnerability of Jorja Johnson. Toe-to-toe with Ben Johns. One of the best parts of mixed doubles is that you see the guys and gals going right at it. Jorja lined up again. 3-0 lead, game 3.
3-0-2.
Deception from Jorja Johnson. It's wide, and how about that lob? It looked like a dink.
Unbelievable. Yeah, she can do so much with that two-hander on the calendar and in Las Vegas.
Too good, offensively speaking, from Ben Johns, but great defense.
Yes,
it was
the Jorja Johnson show for a little bit there.
0-1.
Amy angle from JW Johnson.
0-4-2.
Ben Johns looks disgruntled about something after that point.
Point.
That's deep.
1-4-2.
Better offense there for Ben Johns, not letting up at all.
2-4-2.
A little bit of momentum on the sides of the one seat.
He gets the ball down as effectively as Ben does. From
So much pop.
Yeah.
Not just the flick of the wrist, as a lot of people at home think. Forearm, shoulder, body, all working together. It's funny on the changeover, Leigh Waters talking to Annalie. Ben on the court by himself. Then Annalie comes to Ben, relays the information.
The dynamics are always so interesting, how different players tick and absorb information.
4-3-2.
And John's very internally measured.
Pick a spot and hit it. Come on, go.
5-3-2. Side out. 3-5-1. Point.
Climbing the rungs of that ladder on the way to the kitchen line.
4-5-1.
Beautiful reset after beautiful reset.
Second serve.
No rings to climb on that one.
4-5-2. Point. 5-5-2. Point. Come on, receiver, 6-5-2. Oh, I'm sorry. Cancel it.
There's no timeout called. Jorja is just making a change of glasses with the vantage point changing. Sun's going down.
6-5-2.
Temps will start to drop too. Skip off the tape. 2-point lead over to Waters and Johns.
7-5-2.
All set up by Ben Johns and Leigh Waters. Activated. The team aspect. Got 3 players on your shoulders instead of just one. That's an incredible angle from J.W. Johnson.
Great run, Ben. Great run. 2 holds right now.
581. Second serve.
You can feel a little more urgency on the side of Waters and Johns.
Off goes Ben Johns again. No points for Johnson and Johnson.
851.
Couple of ignored out calls, and that could cause a little bit of frustration.
Calling Ben off that overhead.
852.
They had a pretty good vertical there to get up for that ball.
Jorja Johnson takes control again. No points for Waters and Johns. Good hold.
Love that emotion out of Jorja Johnson.
581. Second serve. Five 2.
Down to the feet of JW, right to the toes.
Not a body bag, but a shoe bag.
That's right.
851.
Had the body bag count last night.
Much improved shot there from Ben Johns. Adding the second hand on that counter. A little more leverage.
Point. Game point.
Game point, Waters and Johns.
10-5-1.
The lob has been troublesome. They'll miss the follow-up, and Waters and Johns take the third 11-5.
Yeah.
To cap our coverage, so happy to have you with us on Tennis Channel and Pickleball TV.
Right out.
Opening side out over to Leigh Waters and Ben Johns.
0-0-1.
A bit quieter emotionally than we would have expected from those two. Or at least Leigh
Yep.
was probably gassed from the 2.5-hour match she had earlier.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs in that match. Took so much out of her emotionally, even more so than physically.
Right out.
Call confirms, no points for Waters and Johns.
A little sloppy start here from both sides.
Ooh. Swift defense from Ben Johns on the ATP.
Nothing sloppy about that. Unbelievable D there.
0-0-2. Point.
Spot for J.W. Johnson. And Leigh thought she had a good shot at it.
Some of those resets out of Leigh Waters are so impressive. It's hard to put them into words.
And she can do that offensively.
And at this point, they're expected. You expect her to make all these resets.
Right, exactly.
Expect her to make that shot.
0-1-1.
She does it consistently. Oh, like the way Jorja stepped into the counter on the overhead. Didn't matter. Annalie Waters was loading up right after it.
Massive power there.
1-1-1. Point. Two, 1-1.
A little unlucky with the net cord. Great put away there by J-Dub.
2-1-2. Point.
That is forced of a miss there from Jorja.
Point.
Rip from Waters.
For as good as Ben has been when he's elevated his game, the real difference goes without saying in most of these mixed doubles matches is always Annalie limiting her mistakes to almost 0.
Point.
And that ball's not coming back.
Get a player like Annalie, the franchise that's really bought in.
Point.
That lob is another level.
6-1-2.
All kinds of spin moving away from Jorja off the court.
Timeout. 1-6-1. Second serve.
Just missed.
One 6-2. Timeout.
I don't think Johnson's gonna have too many
6-1-1.
chances here. Have to make a move on their serve.
Point.
And that won't help.
Not at all.
I do like the lob, though. Introduction into the strategy of the Johnsons. I think that's been effective for them. Oh, Waters read it.
Serve.
She was there.
Definitely wanted that highlight reel point.
7-1-2. Point.
Just too many errors on the side of the Johnsons. I think that's been the tail of the tape thus far today.
Clean finish. There's the highlight reel.
Yeah.
High backhand. Annalie Waters swipes it down. 9-1-2.
Just the error count of Annalie Waters so low. Just puts so much pressure on you. Unbelievable ATP out of Ben Johns. Not sure where he found that angle from, but match point, championship point.
Oh, heavy angle from JW Johnson. Championship point denied by JW. Serve Returns to the Johnsons. Seems out of reach at the moment.
1-10-1. Second serve. 1-10-2. Start out.
A few more chances, you imagine. They're going to finish it out right here.
Championship point number 2 for Leigh Waters. Ben Johns gets it done. Leigh Waters and Ben Johns claim their 41st title together as a team.
Guys, you've captured your 41st title together as a team, and that first game was rough. You guys came out, I wasn't sure what was going on there. The energy seemed like it was a little low, but you pulled yourselves together and came away in 4. Talk about this victory.
Yeah, I think in the first game I was just a little low on energy, and Ben was having trouble seeing with the lights, but we knew when we switched sides it was going to be the better side, and hopefully the sun would go down, which it did. So in the end it ended up working well, but I was a little worried too. The Johnsons were playing amazing in that first game. They played pretty well throughout the entire match for that first game especially. They were pretty tough to beat. I think it's a close match every time we play them. I think it's like the 15th time we've played them this year. They're definitely a really good mixed doubles team. We've played them in a lot of finals, so definitely not happy to see them on the other side.
Well, it's been a long week for all of you. You've got MLP to follow this event as well. Talk about what you've accomplished this week and what you're going to do over the next few days.
Yeah, this week has definitely felt longer than it probably was. But, you know, maybe not the strongest start in singles, but happy to finish with 2 titles. And as for the rest of the time, I'm, you know, just looking forward to playing in Leigh tomorrow. Can't wait. But, yeah, just a couple more days of pickleball.
Leigh, you actually got the chance to film for My Pickleball Life this week, which has been cool. It's a show that we have on Pickleball TV, and it's a channel that's built just for pickleballers. What's it like to be a part of that?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I was very excited, but the first day I unfortunately filmed this way instead of this way. So the first day is a little weird. That's because probably that footage won't be able to be used, but I've been trying my best to film. I'm sometimes forgetting to film, but I think I've got enough. Like some days I'll film a lot, and then the next day I'm like forgetting to film. So I'll film a little bit more today. I think I'm gonna film like my post-tournament dinner tonight, so I hope that will make up for the rest of the video.
A perfect way to cap off the week, guys. It's trophy time for the last time. Our friends from Rate, Andrew Pullman to present.
Hello. Well, what a great weekend. So first of all, thank you to all the sponsors, all the fans, all the players, both professional and amateur, and a big shout out to all the event staff that made this a really, really great weekend. So, but this is all about trophy time, so good to see both of you again. Leigh, Ben, congratulations. I know I handed this to you last year, so here it is again, the Rate Championship Trophy.
Congrats, guys.
They've been dominating the tour since coming together in 2022. 41 mixed doubles titles for Ben Johns and Leigh Waters together. An unbelievable